Hello, hello, my beautiful Capricorns. How are you? Hope that you had a lovely weekend break there, the bank holiday. So today, this is going to be a general reading. I don't know if it's work or love or life. It will just depend what comes out in the cards. So without further ado, let's get into your reading today. I'm going to be using the Chinese reading cards by Sharana Star, and you can get them on any sort of site. So without further ado, let's get shuffling. This is for Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy here. Capricorn energy. Okay, one more shuffle. Yep, sorry. Right. So this is going to be for Capricorn. What messages do we have for Capricorn? Our lovely, lovely Capricorns here. What lovely messages do we have for Capricorn? Oops, that one wanted to shuffle. Transformation Capricorn with the butterfly. Trust. Money flew over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just shuffle them. And the bottom of the deck you have Destiny. Okay. So I'm going to read Trust first because the Trust is usually not the best card in this particular deck. So I want to go to that one first because I feel these two are falling after the Trust energy. All right, so that is number 29. So within this particular Chinese deck, this is not the best of omens. The energy suggests that somebody's trying to steal from something from you, work, love, or life. Okay, we'll get more clarity in a minute. And you need to be aware of the false people around you. Now, who else got that? Aries got this same one out of all the other signs. And what I got with Aries was the sign of a snake in my head. Now, either it means someone around you is a snake or you have got a totem animal that is a snake. But either way, the snake is a slithery character. So you need to be very, very careful of people around you that you cannot trust. We will get more clarity on that in a second, okay? But just be cautious of that energy because that is not, as we know, snakes can bite, they can poison us, so it could be a very, very toxic energy around you. But you do have transformation here, so whatever it is you're gonna transform, let's move that out of the way. Actually, you're gonna transform out of that because for your next card you have transformation, okay, which is number 14 here. Is that 4? Oh, sorry, that's a 9. 19, okay. So there is a new lease of life and new people that you can trust coming into your life, work, love, and anything to do with your life. And as I always see with this, as one door closes, another one opens. And I think Spirit's assisting you with this personal growth in your life at the moment. Butterflies are very symbolic of transformative energy. It's coming out of that cocoon. It's coming out of that it's like a metamorphosis, and only you will know what that is. We'll get clarity with the Rider-Waite in a second. So there's a metamorphosis energy here. And also a little tip with the feng shui with this is if there is somebody in your life that you don't want to be like and you want to aspire to be someone else, I don't mean that in a negative, I mean that in if somebody has characteristics that you aspire to, Capricorn, that you like, write that down on a little piece of paper, okay? Or place a picture of somebody you admire or aspire to be like in a picture frame, a red frame, okay, and place it in an area in your home to attract that energy, which will help you with this metamorphosis that you're going through just now. That's a feng shui tip. I've been learning about all the feng shui tips within this deck, and they're actually a very good deck, and I've been utilizing some of them myself, okay, because when you do that, you have got this money energy coming in, which is a huge sum of money. The only other two people that got this was, I think it was Leo and it was Aries, okay? So this, it could be a new home, a car, a new job, leading to an increase in finances. But also with these three symbols here, very, very lucky omen for sort of wins. It could be money on a lottery. It could be things like that. But also with the negative of that, be careful right now of impulse purchases, okay? Especially if you've got this negative snake around it, it could be encouraging you to do something and you know deep down with your own intuition and instincts, it is wrong for you, okay? So please be mindful and please be careful of any impulse purchases at this time, okay? Just don't do it. Go with your own instincts, your own guts, and your own guidance. Because the bottom of the deck for you was this Destiny card. Look at this. Do you know, that also reminds me of like palmistry and your lines of fortune here. So with that, you know, there's just such an energy shift from this mistrusting energy to this metamorphosis that leads you into this financial, almost like a breakthrough. Yeah, the energy shift here. So some of you may not even be aware until now about your life purpose, what is meant to be and what path you're supposed to be on, I would feel, to bring in this good luck, fruition, fortunate events. I feel you're getting a sort of wish fulfillment. You may not feel that just now, but it is definitely coming with this Destiny card. You're going to be getting recognition for something you've done, you're doing, or you're going to be doing, if that makes sense, okay? The recognition is here. And it's because of all the effort you've put in through going through this metamorphosis stage in your life. Okay? I feel it could be work, it could be love, it could be life. Because the next card under there, which I didn't pick, was renewal. And I feel with you, Capricorn, it's renewal of your faith and renewal of your trust in people. Okay, let's put this back now. Let's get some clarity on this. Let's delve a little deeper. I'm going to be using the Canon deck, okay? And we will find out a little bit more. Let's find out who this little slippery character over here that is saying trust, but it actually in this deck means negative energy and not to trust. Okay. I don't know if that picture would be somebody you're not. I don't know. Maybe dark features. Could be Capricorn. Okay. Let's keep going. This is for Capricorn spirit. Beautiful, handsome Capricorns. Okay. Can you tell me about this trust card for Capricorn? Oh. Page of Wands. Oh, right. This is usually a very supportive friendship. You may have somebody around that you think's a supportive energy, and deep down, this is somebody that you actually can't trust. I don't know if you're even aware of that. I hate to be the burden, the tider of bad news, you know. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, this is usually somebody that's very initiative, very supportive, very loyal. So, I'm not liking that energy, but also it can mean some sort of news coming your way. Maybe you're going to find out something about this energy there that you've perhaps not to trust. Yeah, just as I said that, look what flipped out over here. Five of Cups, and it almost tried to go into reverse, which is your empathy and your emotions. When this comes out, just know that you need to do what's best for you, okay? There's going to be regret, and I don't think it's you that's regretful, but it's somebody that's being very remorseful, very regretful here. They're very there's been a bit of a loss and some sort of sabotage. This person perhaps has tried to sabotage you in some way. I know this is random, but it is with that person that you can't trust around. I need to be honest in my reading and give you what I'm getting here, so that's what I'm getting, right? This is disappointment, sabotage, difficulty, loss, somebody repenting. Somebody's done something here very underhanded and very, not a very high vibrational energy there. Should I get another one on that, Spirit, or move on? Right, let's just leave that there and we'll move on to this transformative energy, this sort of cocoon that you've came through. Oh my gosh. Two just flipped straight out and I never even got to the transformative energy. Right, most of the readings that I've been doing has not really been love related, but for me, this is sort of steadily going into that energy. All right, so there was somebody, let's go to the moon first that's fell out when I was talking about that. There has been a shady person here and it was hidden. This was a very deceitful person, a Pisces energy, a lot of trickery here, okay? So there was some sort of situation with you, Capricorn, that you lost a bit of touch with reality here. And I mean, you've all worked up in your emotions, and we can see that with the Five of Cups there. Something wasn't being clear to you guys and gals, and I think it might be love, because I think love can often be blind here. It could be a Scorpio energy here, as you see there's crabs in here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer could be an energy there for some of you guys, okay? Move that back round. Yeah, you're getting worked up. Your emotions are being stirred here. Yeah, there's a shady person, or there's been a shady person love-wise, I feel, for you. And they weren't being truthful, or you weren't being truthful. You need to pay attention to those around you, Capricorn, at this moment, that are wanting to kind of trap you in a fantasy world. This is what you're transforming out of, okay? Because the Hierophant is like the person, I feel you perhaps wanted commitment, or this person did, or one or other you didn't. And it's like what you're transitioning out of is the fact that you are being awakened to the fact that perhaps they didn't want this sort of conformity to tradition, right? This is Taurus energy here, and obviously, like I said, the moon is Pisces energy. Now, instinctively, I feel one of you is working tirelessly to impress the other person in the relationship, but I think one of you got a bit bored with that and you felt that it wasn't sort of transitioning anywhere. So I don't know whether this is a present energy of somebody wanting commitment, the other person not, okay? Or it can mean that you will have somebody around at the minute that does want to traditional values, that does want to conform. So we're doing a flip thing here, that has got an expectation of being a conformist and sticking to the traditional ways, and will only want each other. But I do feel one or more of you is like trying to impress the other one to an extent that one's impressing more than the other. Okay, I've got to say what I get. And this is the transformative energies that you are sort of trying to move off from, okay? Like I said, it was a new lease of life, transformation. It's that transforming life, love, and it's like you're transforming in spirits. Spirit is helping you with this to let go of what no longer serves you and transform into a new life that is better for you and it's meant for you in all areas, okay, of your life. And it's going to bring you personal growth. Just know that at this time. Let's get one more for this transformational energy. Yeah. Okay. Whoops, there's a card twisted. I saw a card twist. Hang on. The King of Cups is twisted. Okay. So this person, male, female, 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 male, read the card, how it resonates with you. There's gender neutral on this channel, okay? So the King of Cups is a very charismatic person. As we know, it's all about empathy and emotions. Now, sometimes I read that like the King of Cups is quite capable of showing their emotions, and other times I read it as, depending with the surrounding cards, are unable to show their emotions. I'm reading it as unable because we have the moon energy, which is a very hidden energy. Okay, but the King of Cups is very vivacious. It's very supportive and charming, sympathetic king. That can be very emotional if they don't try to hide that, or they like to be in control of their emotions. Again, Capricorn, this is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. You've got two cards in the one place with that energy. You may well have been involved with somebody with that energy, or you're moving away from that with this transformation, transitioning into something better, or they're transitioning the relationship. So let's move into this money card and see what you're transforming towards. And we'll get you some romance cards in a second, guys. Okay, let's do some more on this money energy. If you're wondering why my hand keeps going over there, I keep moving my mat back and forth. So remember we said there may be purchases with this energy here: new home, new job, new relationship, the win of money. Okay, and also with that, little tip is from the energy with this is to put a little to encourage money into your home. If you buy a little brass money frog, it doesn't have to be a Chinese one, but the Chinese one with a little coin in the mouth is quite good. And stick that at your front door, facing the front door, to encourage money to come in to your home. Okay, to create that happier environment. It will be either with or without this king energy here, because you've definitely moved on from that energy, let me tell you. Okay, let's see what we get with this energy here, with this money card for Capricorn. Okay, whoa, look at this. Oh, all of these have came out. Do I take them all? Just the bottom two. Okay. You're getting your wish fulfillment. You're getting your 10 of Cups. Your 10 of Cups is coming, Capricorn, okay? You have got the World card and your 10 of Cups. This may well be a person coming in then with this transformative energy. Either you've transformed, they've transformed, however it resonates. So let's go to the 10 of Cups first and foremost. Happiness, harmony, success, fulfillment, feeling contented with your family. You've got your cups, you've got all the cups there in one, and that combined with the world, this is the completion of all that cycles that you've been in. The lessons have been learned. Travel is on to your destiny on the horizon. Okay, you're being rewarded for all the effort that you've put in with all these shady people of the past, all of this energy that's behind you, transforming from the moon energy and what's hidden, transforming from that into this beautiful energy at the end of your reading. You're going to be feeling at one with yourself is the energy that I get, and the universe is rewarding you in a nutshell. You've been through the good, the bad and the ugly, as I always say, and now your relationship is going to run smoothly, or you may well just be happy single, but I don't believe that, because look here with the 10 of Cups, this is a family dynamic here. Okay, single or family dynamic, you're going to be a lot more happy and a lot more content. Some of you may not feel you need to be in a relationship. It doesn't matter, because it's still going to be that completion of that cycle, lessons learned, and you're being rewarded now for everything that you've been through. And as we've seen, there is going to be travel for some of you, and you may well be going with the dynamic here. Be a trip of a lifetime, and you're going with your significant 10 of Cups family here. Harmony, balance, success, family, fulfillment. Beautiful. What I'm going to do now is I'd like to pull you, if I can, this has been very much Arcana work come transformative energy, showing us what you've had in the past to remove yourself from, moving forward to what's coming in the future, which is this dynamic here. I'd like to pull you some cards now out of the Soul Connections Where Two Hearts Meet deck. And I know it's not necessarily a relationship spread, but you have had some indications that you've moved out of that past energy into a new energy for the future there. Alright, so let's get into that deck. Oh, this is good. This is good for my Capricorn. Got 2 more shuffles. Alright. 2 more. Can I have 3 cards for Capricorn for... Exactly. Synchronicities. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicities. Transformational energy, synchronicities. And again, like I said, a lot of it was work related with these contracts. It could be, you know, a win of money, all that sort of thing. You're coming into a sort of season of synchronicities. And what I noticed out of that is the green. So I noticed that there's a lot of healing. And with honey, I always see honey as fortunate as well. In some cultures, honey is quite fortunate. And the healing colour of the green. And again, it's like a tulip. So this is this month. April into May. Okay, let's get you another 2 cards. Capricorn, please. This one twisted. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. Future energy, rekindled relationship. Okay. Maybe somebody went through a transformation with the way they were. Going back to the 5 of Cups there, where was it? Maybe somebody around you was going through some sort of healing from, say, a drink addiction or some sort of healing. Just putting it out there, possible. Okay, let's get you 1 more card. Capricorn energy. Yeah. The bottom of the deck, we have got embrace and love. Love conquers all, guys. Love conquers all. And embrace what destiny has in store for you. That's your 2 cards to end this reading on. Synchronicities, rekindle, love conquers all, and embrace. And with that, you have got your King of Cups into your 10 of Cups. Okay, my lovely Leo. Leo. Oh, why am I saying Leo? Some of you may well be linked with a Leo. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Sorry. Capricorn even. Okay, now every time I say something, every word that comes out my mouth during this reading is meant to be. All right. Anyway, my guys and gals, that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching this until the end, and I wish you the best of luck with all of these transformative energies that you are going through this month. It's leading to blooming good things, let me tell you. It really is. Let's just get past this energy here. Okay. But I think all our Capricorns are smart enough to know what no longer serves them and to be able to move away from that energy. Okay, beautiful guys and gals. Well, I hope you have a lovely day, a lovely morning, evening or afternoon, depending where you are in the world. And I hope that you enjoyed that messages and that they resonate for some of you, most of you, all of you, or at least one of you. Okay, guys. Until next time, my beautiful Capricorns, you take care now. Bye-bye.